Speaker Pelosi passed a bill to reopen the Treasury Department, which would reopen the Internal Revenue Service. It got only 8 Republican votes in the House. Now, think about what that means. Republican members of Congress voted to deny paychecks to thousands of Internal Revenue Service workers in their states. The IRS has 5 big processing centers in the United States. 4 of them are in Republican states: Kentucky, Missouri, Texas, and Utah. 1 of them's in California, where 6 California Republican members of the House, including Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, voted to keep 5,000 Californians out of work without paychecks. 22 Republican Texas members of Congress voted to keep 9,000 Texans out of work without paychecks. 6 Republican members of Congress from Missouri voted to keep 6,000 Missouri workers out of work and without paychecks. And 3 Republican members of the House from Utah voted to keep 5,000 Utah voters out of work without paychecks to support their families. And 5 House members from Kentucky voted to keep 5,000 Kentuckians out of work without paychecks to support their families. Those are Mitch McConnell's constituents in Kentucky. They are out of work now, not because of Donald Trump, not anymore. It is Mitch McConnell's shutdown now. Mitch McConnell has the power to take up those House bills that would reopen those government departments and bring them to a vote. Those bills would easily pass the Senate if Mitch McConnell would bring them to a vote in the Senate. So every federal worker in Kentucky tonight out of work, including the 5,000 IRS workers in Kentucky trying to provide for their families, have Mitch McConnell to blame for the financial struggle that they find themselves in tonight. Now, maybe Mitch McConnell just can't relate because, like Donald Trump, not as rich as Donald Trump maybe, but Mitch McConnell is a very, very rich man. And Mitch McConnell, like all Republicans, publicly at least, hates the IRS. But does he hate the IRS workers who live in Kentucky? Republicans love to hate the IRS publicly, but on a per dollar basis, IRS workers are the most valuable workers in America. They return a giant profit on their salaries to the United States Treasury every year, and they do it in the processing centers in Kentucky, Texas, Missouri, California, and Utah that Mitch McConnell and Republicans are now keeping closed down. Some Republicans are now voting for every spending bill that Nancy Pelosi brings to a vote in the House of Representatives, and at least 3 Republicans have publicly declared that they would do the same in the Senate if Mitch McConnell would just bring those bills to a vote in the Senate. And if those bills came to a vote, there would be many more than just those 3 who've publicly declared their support. Those bills would easily pass the United States Senate because Republicans are not united on the shutdown.